The Alchemist Code, unlocking the hidden power of destiny, desire, and decisions. A strategic, soul-stirring guide to chasing what matters and getting it. Most people spend their lives burying treasures that were meant to shine. Imagine this. Every day, countless souls navigate life on autopilot, meticulously following a script written by society, a script that suppresses brilliance, silences dreams, and locks away destiny. They chase comfort and security while their deepest desires fade into whispers. But what if those whispers are not just idle thoughts, but a powerful, undeniable call, a secret map etched in your soul? This book shatters that very notion. Here you'll discover the radical truth. Your destiny is not a distant, elusive fantasy. It's in your grasp, waiting for you to seize it. The hidden cost. By ignoring that inner call, you're not just missing out on success, you're letting life pass by. It's unlived and unfulfilled. The direct path. It's how to turn every doubt and fear into stepping stones toward the treasure that is your personal legend. If you've ever sensed that life is meant to be bigger, know this. The treasure was never lost. It was only buried by choices, habits, and illusions. This is your wake-up call. Chapter 1. The secret the world doesn't want you to know. You were born with a map, but almost no one ever follows it. The hidden restlessness within, Have you ever felt an unexplainable gnaw and inner yearning that something important is missing? It's not a symptom of inadequacy or weakness. It's the vital signal that you are meant for more. While the world decorates your life with comfort and routine, your soul is left whispering. There's a legend within you waiting to burst forth. Defining your personal legend. A personal legend is not a career plan or a fleeting wish. The highest expression of who you are. It's the very essence of your purpose, the masterpiece you're destined to create in this lifetime. Yet, in a world obsessed with conformity, few dare to follow their inner map. They let it go unnoticed, silenced by day-to-day survival. The unsettling truth? You already know your personal legend. Deep inside, there's a persistent calling that remains unfulfilled because you were taught to think that dreams are just for dreamers. The web of deception from your earliest days. You were served a neatly wrapped lie. Go to school, get a stable job, play it safe, dream small. Or not at all. This script was designed to keep you dazzled too. Ensure you never become a disruptor or a true creator. The moment you dare to dream fiercely, you become a threat to the established order. Society's sweet but deadly message is, security is better than purpose. And in living that lie, you risk a life where tangible success masquerades as fulfillment, while your true potential withers away. The high cost of disconnection constitutes for a moment the true price of neglecting your soul's calling. A life of hollowness. You achieve what you thought you wanted, but the achievements feel meaningless because they were never yours. Unseen paralysis. You're caught in a static routine, your dreams distant and distorted. Wasted potential. Every moment spent chasing someone else's version of happiness is a treasure lost. Your inner voice is not a nuisance, is your most powerful guide. Every ignored whisper compounds into regret until the treasure of your unique existence remains forever out of reach. The story of Santiago, your archetype. Remember Santiago, the humble shepherd whose heart danced with dreams. Despite the weight of doubt, he heard the call. In his quiet moments with his flock, Santiago sensed a pull toward something epica, destiny waiting beyond the horizon. He defied the norm. When fear and comfort battled within him, he chose the uncertainty of adventure over the safety of predictability. He discovered himself as he ventured into unknown lands. Every trial he faced only made his inner light burn brighter. Santiago's journey is not unique. It is an echo of the journey that lies within you. It is a story of relentless pursuit, courage in the face of societal expectations, and the unwavering belief that your personal legend is real. This chapter isn't here merely to inspire. It's here to demand a decision. In this very moment, you stand at the threshold of change. Ask yourself, what if following your heart is the only route to true freedom? Are you ready to shatter the chains of routine and embrace the unknown? Here's what you must do. Reveal the whisper. Take a moment and write down that persistent idea or dream that keeps reappearing even when practicality screams otherwise. Challenge the nonsense. Identify the voices, both external critics and internal doubts that try to convince you that your dream is unattainable. Take the first bold step. Today, commit to one tiny, deliberate action that edges you closer to that dream. It may be as simple as jotting down your plan or reaching out for advice, but do it. Now, every legendary journey begins with this simple, daring act. When you align with your inner truth, the universe conspires to reveal the signs, those subtle, life-altering omens that confirm you're on the right path. What lies beyond? In Chapter 2, you will learn how the universe communicates with you through unmistakable signs, how these divine signals are not random, but essential guides that reveal the next steps on your path. Prepare to unlock the secrets of synchronicity, where every coincidence is a coded message leading you closer to your destiny. Chapter 2, The Language of Omens, How the Universe Speaks. When you're on the right path, signs start showing up everywhere. A bold revelation. The universe is constantly communicating every minute of your day. The universe hums with secret messages meant only for those who dare listen. Imagine waking each morning and realizing that every random event isn't coincidence, but a carefully coded signal nudging you toward your destiny. This isn't mysticism. It's a fundamental truth waiting for you to decode its language. Why? Do so few hear these signs? Because most people let the noise of everyday life drown out the subtle whispers of their inner guidance. They walk through life on autopilot, oblivious to the synchronicities unfolding around them. But when you start tuning in, you'll recognize that every chance encounter, every unexpected obstacle, and every uplifting moment is a clue, guiding beacon. The anatomy of an omen one. The unexpected encounter. Picture this. You're running late, stressed, or distracted, and suddenly you bump into someone. This person shares a brief comment, a phrase. It's an idea that resonates deeply with your innermost desire. That moment isn't random. It's the universe giving you a wink, saying, I'm watching over you. Look closer. 2. Nature's subtle hint. Have you ever noticed that a cool breeze appears just when you need a moment of clarity? Or that the pattern of clouds seems to form a message on a cloudy day? These are the natural world's coded signals, visual reminders that you're exactly where you need to be, even if it feels like chaos. 3. The catalyst of disruption. Simites. Life throws a curveball, a sudden job loss, an unexpected breakup, or a major change that forces you to reconsider everything. While painful in the moment, these disruptions are nature's way of resetting your path. They force you to question, realign, and ultimately steer you toward what truly matters. Each of these omens has one thing in common. They're designed to jolt you out of complacency and awaken your senses to the life you were meant to live. Real-life testimonies. How signs changed life story of Maya. Maya was stuck in a dead-end job, drowning in self-doubt until a chance meeting with an old friend changed everything. That friend mentioned a quote about destiny that ignited a spark in Maya's heart. Over the next few weeks, synchronicities multiplied. A seemingly random email invitation to a creative workshop, a surprising compliment from a stranger, a lost wallet returned by an old acquaintance. Maya took these signs as a wake-up call, quit her job, and now runs a successful art studio that resonates with her soul. Story of Raj. Raj had always believed that his passion for music was just a hobby until he began noticing recurring signs up. Familiar tune playing on the radio during important moments. A lyric scribbled on a cafe napkin that mirrored his feelings about change. Instead of ignoring these clues, Raj dove deeper, took risks, and eventually transformed his hobby into a professional career that now inspires thousands. These powerful stories illustrate that the omens are not for the few. They are for every soul yearning to rise above the ordinary. Why? Most people fail to see the overwhelming distractions. The modern world bombards you with endless notifications, news, and noise. This overload masks the delicate signals the universe sends. Fear of the unknown, even when a sign appears. Many choose ignorance because embracing it means stepping out of the known comfort zone. Leap into vulnerability where failure might lurk. Rigid belief systems. Years of social programming teach you to rely solely on logic and rationality. This belief system renders you deaf to the intuitive, the symbolic, and the mysterious language of fate, past wounds, and regret. Emotional scars can make you skeptical. If you've been betrayed by your own dreams before, you may dismiss signs as coincidences rather than confirmations of potential. By understanding these barriers, you empower yourself to break free. The first step is deliberately choosing to open your heart and mind to every whisper and clue that guides you forward. Transforming your awareness, the steps to decoding omens. Step 1. Cultivate quiet moments. Make it a priority to carve out small pockets of silence each day. This can be as simple as a 5-minute pause before bed or a brief meditation session in the morning. In these moments, silence your inner critic and let your intuition take center stage. Step 2. Keep a daily omen journal. Carry a small notebook or use your phone to record unexpected events or feelings throughout the day. Note what you were doing when the event occurred and your immediate reaction. Patterns will emerge that reveal your unique messages. Step 3. Practice mindful observation, mundane routines into mindfulness practices. While commuting, eating, or even doing chores, pay attention to the details of soundtrack of the radio, the conversation snippets around you, even the weather. Often, the universe communicates in the simplest settings. Step 4. Ask for clarity when a sign stirs your soul. Don't shrug it off. Ask yourself, what might this be hinting at? Then write down your thoughts or discuss them with someone. Who inspires you? By articulating these insights, you begin to unlock their hidden meanings. Step 5. Embrace uncertainties is the most critical step. Understand that not every sign will have an immediate logical meaning. Embrace the mystery. Often, the true significance of an omen unfolds only in retrospect, when you look back and see how each twist of fate led you to this very moment. Psychological underpinnings. Why omens resonate so deeply. Research in neuroscience and psychology has shown that our brains are wired to recognize patterns. All right. This natural predisposition has evolutionary roots that once helped our ancestors detect threats and opportunities in their environment. Now, this capability is behind the phenomenon of synchronicity, pattern recognition. Our brain's ability to find order in chaos means that even subtle coincidences can feel profoundly meaningful. When your brain picks up on a pattern, it releases dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter rewarding you for your insight. This biological boost reinforces your willingness to notice and follow the signs. Confirmation bias. While it means that we might overemphasize certain patterns, confirmation bias also has a silver lining. When you decide to pay attention, you're more likely to notice what aligns with your inner call. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's your brain actively aligning with your intended path. Mindfulness and neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity teaches us that our brain can change with new habits. By consistently tuning into these signals, you rewire your mind to become more attuned, resilient, and creative. Art transformation that makes this seemingly mystical completely natural. Practical exercises to heighten your sensory reception. Exercise A. The 10-minute daily mindfulness drill. Find a quiet space where you can sit uninterrupted for 10 minutes. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. Let your thoughts flow without judgment, just observe. After a few minutes, reflect silently on any sensations, thoughts, or images that emerge. Once finished, jot down any unusual or meaningful insights in your Omen journal. Exercise B. The Omen Walk. Choose a familiar route that you can walk without distraction. As you walk, gauge all your senses. Notice the colors, sounds, and even smells around you. Mentally note any details that seem out of the ordinary or particularly striking at the end of your walk. Pause, reflect, and record your observations. Consider what these observations might be trying to tell you about your current state or upcoming changes. Exercise C. The silent hoarder. Off all digital devices for 1 complete hour. Use this time to engage in a single activity: reading, observing nature, or simply sitting quietly. Allow your mind to wander and be open to whatever comes up. After the hour, review any impressions or coincidences that occurred. Discuss these with a trusted friend or mentor to see if you uncover hidden patterns or deeper insights. Each of these exercises is designed to train you in the art of noticing what others miss, elevating your awareness and connecting you with the universe's hidden dialogue. Harnessing the power of synchronicity, your personal signal system. Imagine your life as a high-stakes treasure hunt. Every piece of seemingly random information is a clue. The secret to success lies not in dismissing these clues as mere happenstance, but in collecting them like precious shards of a larger puzzle to take charge of your treasure map. Be deliberate instead of waiting for clarity. Actively put yourself in situations where signs are more likely to appear. Engage in new experiences, meet diverse people, and challenge your routine. Be curious. Keep asking why when patterns emerge. This curiosity deepens your perception and breaks down the barriers between the seen and unseen. Be bold. Trust that the universe always speaks in favor of the brave. When you seize these signs as calls to action, you demonstrate that you're ready to transform your life. The universe isn't random chaos. It's a carefully designed signal network. And now, equipped with awareness, you can tune into it and navigate your destiny with confidence. Make the connection at this point. Ask yourself, Have I been ignoring the subtle messages life is sending me? Am I ready to break free from the fog of routine and truly listen to what the universe is saying? If so, commit to a single change today. For the next week, resolve to write at least one entry in your Omen journal. Take notice of every unexpected. Detail every brush with fate and every whisper of your heart. Your journey toward greatness begins with recognizing the signs. When every coincidence transforms into a deliberate clue, the path to your personal legend becomes unmistakably clear, leaving you on the edge. What's next? In the forthcoming Chapter 3, we'll dive deeper into how to transform the raw data of omens into actionable insights. You will learn the secret techniques that empower high achievers to convert every sign into a step forward, making every moment a potential turning point. For now, remember, the language of the universe is personal, direct, and profoundly transformative. It's now up to you to become fluent. Stop right there. This isn't just a video. This is a turning point. You're not here by accident. You were meant to see this. If your heart's beating faster, something inside you just woke up. Do not ignore that feeling. Like this video, not for us, but for you. To lock in this energy, share it, because someone out there is lost, and you might be the reason they wake up. Subscribe right now, because we're not done. This channel is about to blow your mind. Again and again and again. This is more than content. This is a revolution, a mindset, a mission. And if you felt this even for a second, then you're part of it now, so don't just watch. Join the movement. Like, share, subscribe, or scroll back to the same life you're trying to escape. Your call. Chapter 3. The Alchemist's Law. Action converts gold. Knowledge means nothing if it isn't forged into action. It's a bold truth. Ideas without action are worthless. Imagine holding a treasure map with every detail marked the X, the landmarks, the hidden routes. Yet if you never take the first step, the secret remains just that, a secret. This is the Alchemist's Law. Knowledge, insights, dreams without action, they gather dust. Ow! Every ounce of wisdom you acquire only becomes potent when you act upon it. In every great story of transformation, the turning point is an act of courage. A decision to move despite fear. The hard truth. The universe rewards those who dare to act. While most people remain paralyzed by doubt or endless contemplation, a rare few light the spark of inspiration into a blazing fire of accomplishment. This is your invitation. Turn your dreams into deeds. The anatomy of transformative. Action 2-1. The catalyst moment. There comes a point when an idea often hidden and unformed demands to be set free. That moment is the spark. In that fraction of a heartbeat, you're called to leap, to risk, to break free from inertia. What catalyzes action? A deep internal urgency of feeling that whispers, now or never. 2. Shattering the illusion of perfection. Waiting for the perfect moment is a myth. When you become a prisoner of perfect timing, you delay progress indefinitely. Alchemist's Law tells you, imperfection is the gateway to innovation. Action in uncertainty transforms possibility into reality. 3. The physics of momentum. Every small action, however insignificant it may seem, builds momentum. Much like rolling a snowball that grows into an unstoppable force, your initial moves compound. Momentum creates new opportunities. It alters your path and becomes self-reinforcing. Once you act, the obstacles shrink and doors begin to appear. Real-life testimonies. When action became gold story of Alina. Alina was a visionary trapped behind endless what-ifs. A talented designer with revolutionary ideas. She hesitated, doubting herself, worrying about the unknown. Then, one evening, she made a bold decision. She committed to launching her first online portfolio. The moment she hit publish, doors opened. She was invited to collaborate on projects far beyond her dreams. Elena's journey proves that true magic happens when hesitation transforms into decisive action. Story of Marcus. Marcus, an aspiring entrepreneur, discovered a groundbreaking business idea but remained silent, wondering when the perfect moment would arrive. One day, after reading about a successful startup story that echoed his situation, he resolved to act. By launching a modest pilot project, he set in motion a series of small wins that eventually led him to scale a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Marcus's leap was not flawless, but every imperfect action fueled his path to success. These stories are not miracles, they are evidence that action is the definitive spark of creation. When you move forward, even imperfectly, you unlock a chain reaction of success that no planning can simulate. The psychological science of taking action. Understanding why action is so transformative can empower you to overcome hesitation. Behavioral momentum. Psychologists explain that once you take a single step, it creates a chain reaction. This is why starting, no matter how small, is the most potent remedy against inaction. The 5-second rule. Research shows that counting backward from 5 to 1 and then taking action can override the brain's tendency to self-sabotage. This simple technique triggers a switch that propels you into movement. Cognitive dissonance. When you act on your beliefs, you reduce the uncomfortable tension between what you know and what you do. This alignment boosts your confidence and reinforces your commitment to your purpose. Neuroplasticity and habit formation. Every action reprograms your brain. Engaging in small, consistent steps not only builds skills, but also redefines your self-image. Over time, your brain becomes attuned to seizing opportunities, making it easier to act in the future. These insights are not merely academic. They are the foundation for building a life where ideas are not just thought of, but actively pursued and transformed into reality. Practical exercises to ignite action. To internalize the alchemist's law, you must transform theory into practice. Here are dynamic exercises that ensure every reader takes deliberate action right away. Exercise A. The 3-action challenge. Set a timer. Start. With a 15-minute window dedicated entirely to one project or idea that's been on your mind. List 3 immediate steps. Write down 3 concrete actions you can complete within the next 24 hours to move that idea forward, no matter how small they may seem. Commit to execution. At the end of the day, reflect on your actions. Even if you faltered, the act of striving will rewire your mindset for future success. Exercise B. The Jumpstart Journal. Morning Power Page. Dedicate the first 10 minutes of your day to writing down your most crucial goal and one commitment you will act on immediately. Track your wins. At the end of the day, record every action taken. This habit not only tracks progress, but builds a momentum log that motivates you to keep moving. Reflect and adjust weekly. Review your journal and identify what actions had the biggest impact. Fine-tune your approach based on this tangible evidence of progress. Exercise C. The risk to reward matrix. Identify a hesitant action. Pick one area in your life where fear is holding you back. Calculate risk versus reward. On one side of a page, list the potential risks. On the opposite side, detail the potential gains. Often, you'll discover that the rewards dwarf the risks. Take the leap. Commit to one small risk today that could unlock a major opportunity. Often, the act of confronting your fear builds the resilience needed for larger leaps later. Shifting mindset from dreamers to doers. The greatest barrier between you and the treasure you seek is not a lack of ideas, is the inertia of overthinking. The alchemist's law isn't merely about physical action. It's about transforming your mental landscape. Ask yourself, how many ideas have I let wither because I never acted? What dream could I ignite today with one bold, imperfect action? By shifting from a state of contemplation to one of perpetual motion, you allow the universe to respond. The energy you generate through action magnetizes more opportunities, creating a self-sustaining cycle of success. Embrace the power of movement. Recognize that every step, every decision, every act, no matter how minor, plays a part in the grand alchemy of your life. An invitation to transform your life. This chapter is your rallying cry. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop fearing imperfection. Start acting right now. Your ideas are gold, but they require the furnace of action to be transformed into real treasure. Every action sets off a ripple effect, reshaping your future in ways that planning never could. Commit to one action today. Notice how it changes the course of your journey. Feel the surge of momentum as one decision leads to another, until you're no longer a spectator in your own life, but the master of your destiny. Unveiling the hidden code of transformation. In the next chapter, we delve even deeper into the secrets of transformation, the moment when small actions accumulate into life-changing results. You will learn how to harness the natural momentum of action to unlock doors you never thought existed. Prepare to discover the science and art behind making every step count. As we explore why some people seem to effortlessly turn adversity into advantage. Chapter 4. Fear is the thief of your treasure. The closer you get to your dream, the louder fear becomes. The paradox of fear. Fear is more than just a feeling, the very shadow that follows every great aspiration. When you're on the verge of something monumental, fear swells like a tidal wave, whispering doubts and warning of impending failure. In truth, fear is nature's test sign that you are stepping into territory that matters. But left unchecked, fear paralyzes you, robbing you of the chance to claim the treasure of your destiny. The raw reality. Every time fear holds you back, a piece of your treasure is stolen away forever. Unmasking the thief. 1. The illusion of safety. Society conditions us to value comfort over progress. The familiar is safe until it becomes the cage that confines our potential. Key insight. Fear thrives in comfort zones. Stepping out, even by a small margin, challenges the status quo and weakens fear's grip. Point 2. The saboteur within. Sometimes the loudest critic is the one inside your head. This inner saboteur uses past failures and imagined outcomes to create an impenetrable barrier. Key insight. Recognizing that fear is merely a reflection of your doubts frees you to reclaim
control.
3. The price of inaction. Every moment spent paralyzed by fear is a moment lost. The treasure your dreams and potential deteriorates in the absence of bold action. Key insight. Waiting for fear to vanish is a trap. Courage comes through acting in spite of it. Real-life testimonies. Conquering fear. Story of Tara. Tara was an aspiring writer haunted by the fear of rejection. Every submission carried with it the dread of criticism and failure. One day she decided that her voice was more important than her fear. With trembling hands, she sent out her work. The response wasn't instantaneous, but her courage sparked a chain reaction, letters of appreciation, an invitation to share her story publicly, and eventually a book deal. Tara's journey shows that when you stare fear in the face, it begins to shrink. Story of Darius. Darius, a tech innovator, was terrified of launching his disruptive idea. The thought of falling flat kept him locked in a cycle of endless refinement. When his mentor challenged him to launch a beta version imperfect, but Darius took the leap. His early failures became the crucible for refining his innovation. And today, his company stands as a testament to the transformative power of facing fear head-on. The psychological blueprint of fear. Fear isn't a signal to retreat, it's a call to refine your strategy. Fight or flight. Our instinctual response to fear is wired in our biology. Recognizing this can empower you to choose the fight. Response: the decision to push forward despite the adrenaline rush. Cognitive reframing. Shift your perspective. Instead of interpreting fear as a barrier, view it as an indicator of growth. Every tremor of doubt is proof that you're on the brink of something groundbreaking. Exposure. Therapy. Repeatedly confronting small fears gradually weakens their hold. Each victory over a minor fear builds a fortress of resilience against larger ones. Visualization. Imagine your future self having conquered that fear and reaped its rewards. This mental rehearsal transforms fear from a paralyzing force into a motivator. Practical exercises to master fear. Exercise A. The Fear List and Conquer Challenge. List your fears. Write down every fear that holds you back from pursuing your dream, even the smallest ones. Rate their impact. Assign a score to each, reflecting how much they limit you. Pick one. Choose one fear that, if overcome, would make the biggest impact. Plan a mini confrontation. Design a small, manageable action to confront this fear today. It might be as simple as speaking up in a meeting or sending that long-delayed email. Exercise B. The Courage Journal Daily Entry. Every day. Record one moment when you faced your fear, no matter how small. Reflect on the outcome. Write how you felt before, during, and after the action. Note any unexpected benefits. Review weekly. Over time. Watch as your entries transform from hesitant steps to bold strides. Exercise C. Visualization drill. Find a quiet space. Sit comfortably and close your eyes. Visualize confrontation. Picture a recent moment when fear almost held you back. Visualize yourself acting with calm determination instead. Feel the victory. Immerse yourself in the sensation of success. Let that feeling etch itself into your memory. Open your eyes with resolve. Channel that emotion into one immediate action. Turning fear into fuel. A mindset shift. Ask yourself, how would your life transform if fear were no longer a barrier? What treasure would you claim today if you replaced hesitation with action? The key is to see fear not as a blockade, but as a compass, pointing toward what truly matters. Its presence signals that you're on the verge of crossing a threshold where incredible growth awaits. Every time you overcome a fear, you reclaim a fragment of your treasure. Every bold step makes the invisible chains visible and then breaks them, the next frontier. In Chapter 5, we'll unmask another pervasive enemy, the seductive allure of an easy life. We'll delve into how small, comfortable choices can lead to lifelong regrets and what it takes to fight against that silent oppressor. Prepare to confront the comfort zone and discover how radical self-honesty sets the stage for unstoppable growth. Chapter 5. The Real Enemy, the Easy Life. Comfort is a golden prison where dreams go to die. The sweet trap of comfort. Imagine waking up every day to a life that feels secure, predictable, and free from pain, but also completely devoid of passion and purpose. That security, that so-called easy life, is very force that traps you in mediocrity. The irony. The comforts designed to protect you often become the very barriers that keep you from experiencing the extraordinary. Over time, the pursuit of convenience and the avoidance of even small risks nips away at your potential. By staying in your comfort zone, you may feel safe today, but you're also surrendering the chance to grow tomorrow. Key insight. Comfort is seductive, but every indulgence in safety can be a silent betrayal of your own true destiny. Small pleasures, big regrets. The easy life seduces you with quick fixes, instant gratification, social media likes. Fast food, binge watching each is a momentary thrill that distracts from long-term achievements. Avoidance of challenge by never stepping into discomfort. You avoid valuable experiences that forge character and hone skills. Routine and stagnation. Routines, while comforting, often become a series of autopilot actions that leave you wondering why you ever felt so alive before. Over time, these minor choices add up. What begins as a simple decision to choose comfort over challenge can spiral into a lifetime of what-ifs and regrets. The lost opportunity. Every moment spent indulging in ease is a moment that wasn't used to chase the dreams that set your soul on fire. The Crystal Merchant's Lesson. Remember the tale of the crystal merchant from the Alchemist? Man who traded his dreams for a semblance of security, stuck in routine. He clung to his modest, predictable world, never daring to risk the unknown, an unfulfilled dream. Though his life was free from risk, his heart ached with the weight of unrealized potential. A cautionary tale. His story is a mirror for all who have settled for enough, instead of daring to reach for true fulfillment. The Crystal Merchant didn't lose because he lacked talent or vision. It was his own retreat into familiarity that robbed him of chance, growth, and ultimately, joy. Why the easy life is a golden prison. False security. The comfort of routine is like a warm blanket that never lets you feel the exhilaration of new challenges. It numbs your senses and dulls your ambition, escaping discomfort in the quest for an easy life. You avoid necessary discomfort. Ironically, discomfort is the fuel for creative breakthroughs and deep personal evolution. The illusion of success, securing financial stability, a predictable career, and social approval might be markers of success, but if these don't feed your inner purpose, they're empty achievements. Paralysis by choice. When everything feels too easy, the heart grows complacent. The easy life is not a victory, it's a silent surrender where risk, adventure, and vibrant potential are gently pushed aside, transforming your relationship with comfort. To break free from this golden prison, you must radically shift your mindset. Instead of seeking endless ease, recognize that discomfort is an ally in disguise. Signal that you're on the verge of meaningful growth. Embrace, challenge. Start viewing obstacles as essential milestones on your journey rather than as burdens. Welcome the unknown. Cultivate a mindset that sees uncertainty as the canvas for the most remarkable opportunities. Reframe your goals. Define success not by the absence of struggle, but by the boldness of your aspirations and the depth of your efforts. Practical exercises to shatter the comfort. Trap. Exercise A. The discomfort challenge. Daily dare. Challenge yourself to do one thing each day that pushes you slightly beyond your comfort zone. It might be as simple as trying a new activity, starting a conversation with a stranger, or tackling a task you've been postponing. Reflect at night. Write a brief note about how that discomfort felt and what you learned. Over time, you'll see a pattern of growth and resilience building. Exercise B. The comfort audit. List your routines. Write down your daily habits and routines. Spot the traps. Identify which habits are serving you and which are simply keeping you stuck in a loop. Plan a disruption for one trap. Schedule a deliberate interruption. Change in your routine that forces you to think differently or take action toward a bigger goal. Exercise C. Vision versus reality. Define your dream. Write a vivid description of what your ideal high-impact life looks like beyond the simple comforts. Contrast it. Next, list your current habits and choices that are in conflict with that dream. Action steps. For each conflicting habit, write a specific, bold action that you can take to bring your reality closer to your vision. Reclaiming your treasure through radical honesty. Radical self-honesty is the antidote to the lure of the easy life. Ask yourself, what dreams am I sacrificing for momentary comfort? What risks have I avoided that could have taken me closer to my true potential? Once you acknowledge these hard truths, you can begin to dismantle the structures of comfort that keep you confined. Every time you step away from ease and step into challenge, you reclaim a piece of your buried treasure. Remember, true fulfillment is forged in the fires of risk and perseverance, not in the fleeting warmth of comfort. The next challenge. Chapter 6. We turn our gaze inward to the core of our personal limitations. We'll explore the truth about why embracing uncertainty is not only necessary, but vital for lasting success. Discover how every risk you take is a declaration of war against mediocrity, setting the stage for the most transformative moments of your journey. Stop right there. This isn't just a video. This is a turning point. You're not here by accident. You were meant to see this. If your heart's beating faster, something inside you just woke up. Do not ignore that feeling. Like this video, not for us, but for you. To lock in this energy, share it, because someone out there is lost, and you might be the reason they wake up. Subscribe right now, because we're not done. This channel is about to blow your mind. Again and again and again. This is more than content. This is a revolution, a mindset, a mission. And if you felt this even for a second, then you're part of it now, so don't just watch. Join the movement. Like, share, subscribe, or scroll back to the same life you're trying to escape. Your call. Chapter 6. The language of risk. Why embracing the unknown sets you free. If you're not taking risks, you're missing the blueprint of your potential. Risk. The pulse of transformation. Risk is not the enemy of safety, it's the very pulse of progress. When you dare to tip the scales away from comfort, you awaken opportunities hidden behind the veil of uncertainty. The core message: every risk you take is a declaration that you refuse to be limited by the status quo. Imagine life as a vast landscape of possibilities. When you settle into routine, you only see a small patch of safe territory. But step beyond that, and the horizon bursts with uncharted paths, each carrying the promise of growth and a deeper connection to your true self. The anatomy of a risk. Understanding risk requires stripping it down to its raw components. Uncertainty, the unknown that both terrifies and excites. Potential reward, the treasure that lies beyond the safe confines of routine, learning, and growth. With each risk, you gain insights and build resilience, transforming setbacks into stepping stones. Key insight: risk isn't recklessness, a calculated leap into the vast arena of life. The more you embrace uncertainty, the better you become at navigating the storms and seizing the moments that lead to monumental change. The neuropsychology of risk-taking. Your brain is hardwired to recognize patterns, but it also rewards those who push beyond the familiar, adrenaline and dopamine. Taking a risk triggers a surge of these chemicals, reinforcing bold action. This rush is not just excitement, keeps the brain signal that you are evolving. Neuroplasticity. Each daring move rewires your mind. It's making you more adept at seizing future opportunities. By habitually stepping into the unknown, you turn risk into a powerful tool for personal transformation, cognitive flexibility. Engaging with uncertainty forces your mind to adapt, fostering creativity and resilience. When you reframe risk as a pathway to transformation rather than a threat, your entire perspective shifts. You begin to see every challenge as a chance to learn, grow, and inch ever closer to your personal legend. Real-life testimonies. Triumph over the unknown story of Leo. Leo, mid-level manager with a secure job, felt an unyielding itch for something more. Despite the comfort of routine, he dreamed of launching his own venture. When a rare opportunity arose to partner on a startup, fear roared in his ears. Rather than retreating, Leo embraced the uncertainty. His bold leap, fraught with initial setbacks and sleepless nights, eventually transformed into a thriving business that redefined his life. Leo's journey teaches us that true freedom lies in daring to risk what we know for what we could become. Story of Amara. Amara had always played it safe, carefully building a life that others admired but not truly lived. When presented with an unexpected chance to relocate overseas and work on a humanitarian project, she felt a tremor of fear. Ignoring that fear was not an option. She understood that this was a call to rewrite her story. The risk brought challenges that shattered her comfort zone and opened doors to personal and professional reinvention. Amara's experience exemplifies how stepping into the unknown can illuminate new horizons and turn life's uncertainties into triumphs. These stories aren't isolated. Miracles, they're proof that every risk, when taken with conviction, carries the seeds of revolutionary growth. Practical exercises to cultivate a risk-taking mindset. To harness the power of risk, you must train your mind to see the promise in uncertainty. Here are actionable steps to integrate risk-taking into your daily life. Exercise A. The risk inventory. List your risks. Write down one risk you have avoided in the past month. It could be a conversation, a career move, or a creative pursuit. Assess the upside. For that risk, list 3 potential benefits or opportunities that could arise if you embraced it. Commit to one small fall action. Identify a single step you can take within the next 24 hours that nudges you closer to taking that risk. Even a small move can signal the start of a major transformation. Exercise. B. The Leap of Faith Challenge. Daily micro risk. Each day, commit to doing one thing outside your norm, whether it's striking up a conversation with a stranger, trying a new hobby, or tackling a task you've been putting off. Journal the journey. Record the experience and your emotions before, during, and after the action. Over time, this diary becomes evidence of your courage and gradual mastery over fear. Reflect on growth weekly. Review your entries and celebrate each incremental victory. Notice how your comfort zone expands with every courageous choice. Exercise. See? Visualization of victory. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes and visualize a moment when you successfully took a significant risk. Relive the triumph. Immerse yourself in the emotions of that success, the pride, the relief, the excitement. Let these positive sensations cement your resolve. Translate vision into action. Write down how you can replicate that feeling in future risks. This visualization helps prime your mind for continual bold action. Reframing risk. The bridge from fear to freedom. Shift your perspective by asking, what am I truly losing by taking a risk? What could I gain if I transform uncertainty into opportunity? When you see risk not as a monster lurking in the shadows, but as a bridge to your untapped potential, every moment of hesitation becomes a spark for progress. Embrace uncertainty as your most effective tool for transformation. The catalyst that turns dreams into tangible achievements. Every risk you embrace pushes you further from the land of the ordinary and closer to a realm where possibilities flourish. A realm where you truly live your legend. The next frontier. In the upcoming Chapter 7, we delve into another profound truth. Your heart knows before your mind can even fathom the possibilities. We'll explore the profound interplay of intuition and emotion. How truly listening to your heart can steer you through even the darkest uncertainties toward a destiny only you can define. Prepare to unlock the power of inner knowing and transform it into unstoppable momentum on your journey. Chapter 7. The heart knows before the mind, your head hesitates. Your heart already knows. The hidden wisdom within. Have you ever experienced a moment when you just felt that something was right or wrong before you could logically explain why? This is your heart, a reservoir of intuition, emotion, and raw, unfiltered truth. Unlike the mind, which requires time to analyze and rationalize, the heart operates in the realm of instinct and emotion, delivering swift guidance. When decisions feel overwhelming, this visceral knowing is more than just a fleeting feeling, it's your internal compass. Finely tuned through experience, emotion, and the whispers of your soul. When you learn to trust this inner voice, you unlock a powerful source of clarity and creativity that can lead you to your highest calling. Why the heart speaks so clearly. 1. The speed of instinct. Your heart does not wait for lengthy analysis. It processes complex emotional and sensory information in the blink of an eye, delivering insights that your mind might take hours or even days to deliberate. Key insight. When you instantly feel drawn toward a decision, without overthinking it, that's your heart offering guidance based on your deepest values and experiences. 2. Emotional memory. The heart stores emotional memories and learns from them in ways that logic alone cannot. This emotional recall is why some choices just feel right. Your past experiences have encoded lessons that flash into mind through feelings more than facts. Key: insight. Trusting this process can lead to choices that align with your authentic self, ensuring that your actions resonate deeply with who you truly are. 3. The unspoken language of intuition. Unlike the mind's structured language of logic and analysis, the heart communicates in symbols, metaphors, and impressions. These subtle cues and feelings are often buried beneath the noise of daily thoughts. Yet they hold the key to decisions that are in harmony with your personal legend. Key: insight. Learning to decode these signals is a skill that can be honed with practice, enabling you to recognize and act on the truth within. Real-life testimonies when heart speaks louder than reason. Story of Nina. Nina was faced with a career-defining decision. On paper, the safer choice promised stability and predictability. Yet, deep inside, her heart nudged her toward a completely different path, one that defied conventional wisdom. Despite the logical objections from friends and family, she trusted that inner voice, making a leap of faith into a creative pursuit. Today, Nina leads a thriving enterprise driven by passion, proving that following your heart can lead to unexpected and extraordinary success. Story of Omar. Omar had always relied on detailed plans and analyses. But when an opportunity arose that didn't fit his usual criteria, he experienced a moment of clarity, a sudden, intense pull that felt undeniably correct. Ignoring the cautionary whispers of his mind, he followed his heart. That decision opened doors to innovative projects and collaborations, transforming his career into a dynamic journey filled with creative fulfillment. Omar's story illustrates that sometimes the best way to move forward is to trust the quiet certainty that comes from within. Practical exercises to cultivate heart-centered wisdom. To harness the power of your heart's wisdom. Integrate these transformative practices into your daily life. Exercise a daily intuition check-in. Pause and breathe. Begin or end your day with a few deep breaths. Allow your mind to settle into quiet. Ask yourself. Pose a simple question like, what is my heart telling me today? Listen. Notice any immediate feelings or subtle urges that arise. Write them down in a dedicated journal, creating a record of your intuitive insights over time. Exercise B. The heart-mind dialogue. Set the stage. Choose a decision you're facing. No matter how minor, write it out. Divide a page into 2 columns. Label one what my mind says, and the other what my heart feels. Reflect and compare. Write your logical analysis in one column and your intuitive impressions in the other. Observe the differences and see where alignment or disparity exists. Decide. Use this dialogue as a guide to make a choice that feels balanced and true to who you are. Exercise C. Visualization of alignment. Find a quiet space. Sit or lie down comfortably. In a quiet place, visualize a recent success. Picture time when you felt in complete harmony with your decision, a moment when your heart guided you, and the outcome was profoundly satisfying. Embody the feeling. Let that feeling of certainty and fulfillment wash over you. Use it as an anchor for future decisions that demand heart-centered action. Building a relationship with your inner compass. Cultivating a trust in your heart's signals is both a practice and a relationship. It means learning to quiet the Overactive mind, forgiving past missteps when intuition was ignored, and celebrating every moment when you listened deeply to your inner voice. Every time you act on this guidance, you strengthen that connection, paving the way for clearer, more confident decisions in the future. Ask yourself, when did I last follow my heart, and what was the outcome? How can I create more space in my life to listen to that inner wisdom? With each action guided by heartfelt intuition, you not only honor your true self, but also set the stage for miracles to unfold. The next step in Chapter 8. We will unravel the profound realization that you are the treasure you're chasing. There, we'll confront the ultimate paradox. The journey isn't about finding some external prize, it's about transforming yourself into the embodiment of your highest aspirations. Get ready to discover how your evolving identity becomes the real treasure on this life-changing journey. Chapter 8. You are the treasure you're chasing. The journey isn't about finding gold. It's about becoming gold. It's the ultimate revelation. It's all within you. What if everything you're seeking, the success, the fulfillment, the legacy was already inside of you? This isn't just poetic. It's a fundamental truth that defies conventional wisdom. All your dreams, ambitions, and the shining light you chase are reflections of your own untapped potential. Key insight. The treasure you're searching for isn't hidden in faraway lands or locked behind impossible challenges. It is you. In a refined, extraordinary form. Every obstacle you've overcome, every risk you've taken, and every sign you've followed has been a step toward revealing the powerful, resilient, and brilliant person you are becoming. The mirrored journey, becoming your own treasure. 1. The reflection of your efforts. Every action you take shapes your identity. The small risks, the moments of vulnerability, and the decisions made in courage are like chiseling away at raw stone to reveal a masterpiece. Key insight. With every experience, you're not merely moving forward, you're transforming from within. Your character refines, your resilience strengthens, okay? And you become the embodiment of your own aspirations. 2. The inner wealth that outshines material riches. Material treasures can fade, and external validation is fleeting. True wealth lies in the richness of character, wisdom, and integrity you build over time. Key insight. When you invest in yourself through self-knowledge, continuous learning, and bold action, you amass a treasure that no external force can ever take away. 3. The paradox of the pursuit. The more you chase external goals, the more you risk neglecting the one journey that truly matters. The journey within. Key insight. Every step outward is mirrored by an inner journey that builds confidence, refines your purpose, and ultimately reveals that your true reward is the person you're becoming. Real-life testimonies. Transformation as the true prize. Story of Sophia. Sophia spent years chasing accolades and external markers of success, a high-ranking job, luxurious possessions, and social status. However, despite her outward achievements, an inner void persisted. When she began focusing on self-development, engaging in daily reflection, embracing failure as a teacher, and nurturing her passions, she discovered that her true value was hidden deep within her. Today, Sophia radiates a confidence and authenticity that outshines any external ornament. Her treasure is the rich tapestry of her inner growth. Story of Isaac. Isaac was once a man defined solely by his failures. Continuous setbacks left him questioning his self-worth and future. However, as he committed to transforming his mindset through persistent self-improvement and embracing the lessons in every defeat. Isaac slowly began to see himself as his own reward. Over time, the man who once doubted his every move emerged as a beacon of resilience and innovation. Isaac's journey teaches us that real treasure isn't found. It's forged in the crucible of self-belief and relentless effort. These stories underscore an essential truth. The external world is merely a mirror reflecting the inner magic you hold. When you commit to becoming the best version of yourself, you unlock a life of limitless possibility. Practical exercises to unearth your inner treasure. To awaken the treasure within and continuously evolve into your most extraordinary self. Integrate these exercises into your daily practice. Exercise A. The self-reflection ritual. Daily. Reflection. Dedicate 10 minutes at the end of each day to reflect on your actions, thoughts, and emotions. Journal your growth. Write down one thing you did that you're proud of and one lesson learned. Celebrate progress. Recognize even the smallest victories. They are stepping stones in revealing your true worth. Exercise B. The identity blueprint. Define your core values. Make a list of values that resonate with your deepest self: courage, integrity, compassion, innovation. Visualize your future self. Imagine the person who embodies these values. What habits, mindsets, and achievements define them? Action plan. Identify one habit or behavior today that aligns with this future self. Commit to it, and observe how each day transforms you further. Exercise C. Gratitude for the self. Morning gratitude. Begin your day by acknowledging 3 qualities you admire in your self-resilience. Creativity, empathy, or any trait that speaks to your inner treasure. Affirm your worth. Create a personal mantra that affirms your value and repeat it throughout the day. For example, I am the treasure I seek, growing stronger every moment. Reflect weekly. At the end of each week, review your affirmations and note any shifts in your self-perception. Celebrate how far you've come. Each of these exercises is a deliberate act of self-investment, strengthening the realization that the most profound transformation happens from within. The paradigm shift. From chasing to becoming. Stop looking outward for validation and treasure and start building an inner legacy. Recognize that every trial, every triumph, and every calculated risk has been designed to fortify who you are at your core. Ask yourself, how can I invest more in transforming my inner world today? In what ways can every experience add to the wealth of my character? Embrace the journey of becoming, the process of refining yourself until you are the gold you once sought externally. Realize that your true treasure has been with you all along, waiting to be uncovered by your relentless pursuit of self-mastery. The next chapter of destiny. In Chapter 9, we will delve into the profound interplay of life's tests and your ultimate ability to shape them. We'll examine the final stage of the journey, how destiny is not handed to you but earned through persistence, vision, and the mastery of your inner strength. Prepare for a final transformation that ties every lesson together. Chapter 9. Destiny is earned, not given. Your dream doesn't care what you want. It cares about what you do consistently when no one is watching. The final truth. Destiny demands sweat and persistence. Destiny isn't something handed to you on a silver platter. It's forged in the crucible of relentless effort and the repeated, uncompromising decisions you make every single day. Key insight: every victory, every setback, every risk all are the building blocks of your destiny. It is not a gift, but the reward for those who persist without compromise. Imagine your journey as a towering mountain, the summit shimmering with the promise of your ultimate dream. Remains hidden until you've scaled each obstacle and weathered every storm. The summit represents the destiny you earn, not the one you wait for. The mechanics of earning destiny. 1. The power of consistency. Small, deliberate actions day after day, even when they seem insignificant, accumulate into unstoppable momentum. Key insight: destiny is not defined by a single grand gesture, but by the countless, consistent choices that signal your commitment to growth. 2. Mastery through adversity. Every challenge you overcome refines your skills, reshapes your character, and solidifies your resolve. Key insight: the obstacles you face are not roadblocks. They are the training ground where your mettle is tested and your true strength is honed. 3. The ritual of relentless growth. Adopt a mindset of lifelong learning and resilience. View each setback as fuel for progress and every small win as a step closer to your legacy. Key insight: it is in the daily grind, the discipline of improving, no matter how incremental, that the extraordinary emerges. Real-life testimonies. Destiny earned through grit. Story of Marcus. Marcus embarked on his entrepreneurial journey with nothing more than an idea and a fierce determination to succeed. He faced rejection after rejection, but each setback sharpened his focus. With every pivot and every long, sleepless night, Marcus transformed his failure into a stepping stone. Today, his business not only stands as a testament to his hard work, but also as a beacon for those daring to dream big. Marcus's journey shows that destiny is claimed by those who persist even when the path is steep. Story of Elena. Elena's ascent was marked by moments of both doubt and triumph. Working tirelessly in the shadows of her insecurities, she dedicated herself to a daily regimen of self-improvement and strategic risk-taking. Each lesson learned from failure, every bold decision to step out of her comfort zone, propelled her forward. Elena's evolution from a hesitant dreamer to a confident leader reminds us that the road to destiny is paved with persistence and relentless action. These stories are living proof that destiny favors not the idle, but the indefatigable, ones who rise each day and choose to act, no matter the odds. Practical exercises to earn your destiny. To transform the abstract idea of destiny into a tangible reality, adopt these strategic exercises into your daily life. Exercise A: the Daily Destiny Tracker. Set clear micro goals. Every morning, list 3 small, purposeful actions that contribute to your ultimate dream. Reflect in real time. At the end of your day, review your actions. Write down what worked, what didn't, and one improvement for tomorrow. Celebrate the wins. Recognize even the tiniest achievements. They are your daily proof that destiny is bind-earned. Step by step. Exercise B: the Resilience Blueprint. Identify a recent challenge. Write down a significant obstacle you encountered recently. Analyze your response. Reflect on how you responded and identify one strength that helped you overcome it. Plan for future growth. Draft a strategy to refine that strength further so that each future challenge becomes a catalyst for your growth. Exercise C: the Vision Reinforcement Ritual. Visualize your desired future. Spend 5 minutes each day in quiet meditation. vividly picturing the successful future you are constructing with every action. Anchor your vision. Write a daily affirmation that reinforces your commitment to earning your destiny. For example, I build my legacy with every decision I make. Share your journey. Connect with a mentor or a community of like-minded individuals. Discuss your progress, challenges, and strategies for continuous improvement. Shifting from wishes to work. Your destiny manifests to understand this. Your dreams are not achieved through idle wishing, but through the sweat of your daily efforts. Consistent work turns desires into reality. Bravery and determination transform obstacles into opportunities. Every decision made in silence, every act of courage when no one is watching, adds up to a destiny that is undeniably yours. Ask yourself, what small step can I take today that will shape my future? How will I transform the lessons of my struggles into the strategies of my success? Each time you choose to act, you not only challenge fate, you define it. In the grand tapestry of life, destiny isn't allocated by fortune. It's painted by your relentless pursuit and sculpted by your perseverance. The legacy beyond destiny. Before we close this transformative journey, remember that earning destiny is not the final act. It is the catalyst for a legacy that will inspire others. As you take this powerful concept to heart, consider how your story of perseverance can become the beacon for someone else trapped in the comfort of inaction. What legacy will you leave? How will your relentless chase inspire others to rise above and claim their personal legends? In our concluding reflections, we'll tie together every lesson learned, every risk embraced, and every moment of intuition that has brought you this far. Your journey is your masterpiece, and destiny is the reward for the masterpiece you create with every courageous step. Chapter 10. Live the legend. Unleash the fire within. The treasure you seek was never buried. It's been inside you all along, waiting for you to become the person worthy of finding it. The final transformation. From seeker to creator, most people go their entire lives chasing purpose, waiting for the stars to align, hoping for a sign. But the greatest truth revealed through this journey is this: you were never meant to find your destiny, you were meant to build it. You are not a seeker anymore. You are a creator, a warrior of vision, a builder of the unseen. Everything you need has already been planted inside you: the fire, the voice, the vision. The question now is, will you act? Because dreams are not real until they are lived. The hidden truth. Your life is the alchemy. In Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist, Santiago thought he had to travel across the world to find his treasure, only to realize it was buried, right where he began. But here's the twist most people miss. It's not about the treasure. It's about who you must become to recognize it. You don't become successful by waiting for a breakthrough. You earn breakthroughs by becoming the person who sees opportunity where others see struggle, just like Santiago. You are the alchemist. Your thoughts, your actions, your daily habits, these are the ingredients. What you create with them determines the life you live. This book wasn't just a story, it was a mirror. And now, you've seen who you were meant to be all along. The legacy leap. Step into the arena. You now face the ultimate decision. Will you return to comfort, to familiarity, to passive consumption? Or will you step into the arena and write your legend in fire and stone? There is no more time for hesitation. Your soul didn't come here to watch. It came here to build, to battle, and to blaze a trail so bright it blinds the doubters. The world doesn't need more dreamers. It needs doers with dreams. You've read the truth. You've felt the fire. Now it's time to act. Rapid fire. Your action plan for living the legend. No fluff. No theory. Just raw, practical steps to activate your destiny starting today. 1. Declare your legend. Write it down. What does your dream life look like? Be brutally clear. Define it in one paragraph. No vague goals, real, tangible outcomes. I will build a business that gives me freedom. I will impact 1 million lives. I will live on my terms every single day. 2. Build non-negotiable. Habits start with 3. Choose 3 habits that align directly with your legend. Wake up at 5 a.m. Read 30 minutes a day. Post content daily. Whatever it is, lock it in. Do it every single day, no matter how you feel. 3. Kill the noise. Silence the world. Turn off distractions. Unfollow people who drain your focus. Delete apps that steal your momentum. Create sacred space daily to think. Create, build, find your inner circle, fuel the fire. Surround yourself with people who are also chasing their personal legend. Join a mastermind. Message a mentor. Build a tribe. Where greatness is normal, not rare. 5. Execute daily action greater than perfection. Stop waiting for the perfect plan. Move. Start. Ugly. Ship. The product, make the call. Show up. Every day. You'll learn more by doing in 1 week than by planning for a year. What you must never forget. Let this final truth tattoo itself into your mind. You are the hero, a fire, the gold. The Alchemist. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your fears. You are the one. Who decides what happens next? Starting now, you've crossed deserts of doubt, climbed mountains of fear, faced storms of uncertainty. Now, standing here with eyes open and heart ablaze, you must ask yourself one question. If I don't act now, when will I? Make this real your final assignment. Take one action right now. Post your vision on social media. Write your dream on a sticky note and slap it on your wall. Send a voice note to someone telling them the first move you're making today. Let the world feel your fire. Let the universe know you're no longer just dreaming, you're doing. Pass it forward. If this book lit a fire in you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's still asleep. Give them the spark. Be their wind. Be their mirror. Be their reminder that greatness isn't found, it's built. This book was never just for you. It was for the movement you're about to lead. Final words. This is just the beginning. You are no longer reading a book. You are living a legend. And the next page. Did you write it? Conclusion. The fire that never dies. You didn't just read a story. You walked a path. Now, you are no longer the same. Most people finish books and forget them within a week. But this was never just a book. This was a wake-up call. A map to your buried treasure. A mirror showing you the version of yourself you were always meant to become. Through Santiago's journey, in The Alchemist, we expose the truth hidden beneath every dream. Your destiny is real, but it demands that you rise. Your purpose exists, but it demands your courage. Your treasure waits, but only for the one willing to become worthy of it. The core truths you must never forget. Let these 10 truths brand themselves into your soul. You were born with a personal legend. Ignore it, and you'll live in quiet misery. Follow it, and you'll feel fully alive. Fear is the gatekeeper of destiny. Most never move forward not because they can't, but because they're scared to. The universe doesn't test you. It trains you. Every obstacle is a filter, a proving ground, a sacred forge. The real treasure is never at the destination. It's in who you become along the journey. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. You cannot grow where you feel safe. You must step into the unknown. Signs are always there, but only the awake will see them. The soul never lies. Something feels. Wrong it is. Something set you on fire. Chase it. Your life is your message. Every action you take is a signal of who you believe you are. Time is running out. Every minute you delay is a minute you'll never get back. You are the alchemist. You don't need magic. You are the magic. What you must do, no books don't change lives. Decisions do. So here's your next move. Step 1. Decide what you want. Define your personal legend in 1 to 2 bold sentences. If it doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Step 2. Commit to the first move. Don't plan the whole journey. Just take the next step. Launch the idea. Book the trip. Quit the thing draining your soul. Say the words you've been holding in. Step 3. Burn the escape routes. Delete Plan B. Close the back door. Make your dream your only way forward. The secret to unstoppable momentum is having no other option. Step 4. Repeat these words daily. Everything I need is already inside me. I am ready. I am worthy. I will act. Summary: you can. Share copy and spread the fire. The Alchemist isn't about finding treasure. It's about becoming the person who can see it, claim it, and live it. The journey changes you. The lessons shape you, and in the end, the gold was never out there at it. It was always you. Final invitation. If this book changed something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Send it to a friend, toast a quote, start a conversation. Be the spark for someone else's journey. You are the proof that dreams are real. Now go become the legend the world's been waiting for. The desert is behind you. The treasure is in your hands. And the world is about to meet the real you. This is not the end. This is your beginning. Stop right there. This isn't just a video. This is a turning point. You're not here by accident. You were meant to see this. If your heart's beating faster, something inside you just woke up. Do not ignore that feeling. Like this video, not for us, but for you. To lock in this energy, share it, because someone out there is lost, and you might be the reason they wake up. Subscribe right now, because we're not done. This channel is about to blow your mind. Again and again and again. This is more than content. This is a revolution, a mindset, a mission. And if you felt this even for a second, then you're part of it now. So don't just watch. Join the movement. Like, share, subscribe, or scroll back to the same life you're trying to escape. Your call.